Have you ever sent an email that just vanished into thin air? Or maybe you've explained a brilliant idea in a meeting only to get a sea of blank stares. Yep, we've all been there. But what if I told you there are two super simple pillars that can completely transform your communication? They can make sure your message always lands with a punch. So let's break them down.
It is so frustrating, right? That feeling of being misunderstood at work. You pour all this effort into crafting a message and it just falls completely flat. But the good news? The solution is usually way simpler than you'd think.
Okay, so it all boils down to this one simple idea I like to call the respect principle. See, effective communication isn't just about you getting your point across. It's about actively respecting the two most valuable things your audience has, their time and their attention. When you're clear, you're telling them you value their time. And when you make sure they actually get it, you're showing you value them. This one principle, it's the foundation for everything.
All right, let's dive into our very first pillar, the art of being concise. This is all about making every single word pull its weight and delivering your message with, laser-like precision.
So what does concise really mean? It's about saying just enough to be understood perfectly. Nothing more, nothing less. Think about it. Every extra word is like a little speed bump. It's a tiny distraction that might just cause your audience to tune out right before you get to the good part. Being concise is putting that respect principle right into action.
And the power of this is just incredible when you see it side by side. I mean, look at the before example. It's so wordy, it's formal, it takes forever to get to the point. Now look at the after version. Our new policy starts next week. Bam! It's direct, it's clear, and you get it instantly. Same information, zero confusion.
Now, here's a really important point. Being concise does not mean being rude or robotic. Not at all. It's just about being efficient. You still need that courtesy, that tone. I love this quote. Think of it like a chef trimming the extra fat off a beautiful piece of meat. They're doing it to make the final dish better, not to get rid of the meat itself. It's about trimming the fat, not the flavor.
Okay, so you've gotten really good at being concise. Your message is short, it's punchy, but what if it's still not getting through? Well, that's where our second pillar comes in, bridging the gaps. See, it's not enough just to be brief. You also have to be understood. And that means you have to actively build a bridge from your mind to theirs.
You know, when we hear language barrier, we usually think of, Spanish versus English or something. But in the workplace, the biggest barrier is often jargon. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All those acronyms and technical terms that make you feel like you're trying to crack a secret code. Come on, we've all been there, nodding along in a meeting while we're secretly Googling what on earth is a KPI. Imagine asking a customer for a SKU number. You're probably going to get a confused look, right? But what if you ask for the item code on your receipt? They know exactly what you're talking about. You've just bridged that gap by using plain, simple, accessible language. And that's another powerful way to show respect for your audience. So what do you do when you see that look of confusion? Well, the first impulse is to just repeat yourself, but louder, right? Yeah, don't do that. Instead, switch up your tactics. Try rephrasing your message with totally different words, or simplify the main concept down to its core. Even better, show, don't just tell. A quick sketch on a whiteboard can work wonders. All right, so let's bring it all home. These two pillars, being concise and bridging gaps, they're kind of like the two wings of an airplane. You absolutely need both of them to get off the ground. If you only have one, you're just going to end up spinning in circles. This, right here, is the key takeaway. Conciseness makes your message sharp, it gives it wings. But accessibility is what ensures it actually lands somewhere. So the next time you're writing an email or prepping for a talk, just ask yourself two questions. Is it concise and is it accessible? If you can say yes to both, you are well on your way.
And why does all this matter so much? Because when your audience truly, genuinely understands you, well, that's when the magic happens. Your message is received, your ideas have a real impact, and your communication, quite simply, succeeds. It's as simple and as powerful as that.
So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. I want you to take a look at your next email, your next presentation, whatever's next on your plate. What's one message you can make clearer today? By mastering these two pillars, you literally have the power to transform how you communicate and finally make your voice heard. Now go out there and make it happen.